DA is not about getting positions, according to Helen Zille. The DA's Federal Council chairperson Helen Zille said the party is not about getting positions, but would like to implement its manifesto promises. Zille said this is in an interview with Carte Blanche. However, in a recently leaked letter written by her to the ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, she informed him that positions her party should hold in the government of national unity must include the post of deputy president and 12 ministerial positions. In the letter, it stated that the deputy presidency position could be given up by her party if it is replaced by a minister in the presidency, who is also designated as the leader of government business and participates fully in the policy development and the monitoring responsibilities of the presidency, a deputy minister of finance who participates fully in the development of the budget. Yet in her interview, she said, "We would like positions in which we can implement our manifesto promises, and we would like to make a difference to the people on the ground." Moreover, when asked if it was the DA's strategy to have executive positions across the board, Zille said they could rectify a lot of ministries and some could take longer. She also said it had taken 30 years to destroy many entities and it would not be able to be rectified in 3 years. Zille added that they need to get the right people in the correct positions and get budgets allocated to critical things they need in their governance plan. We need to implement them without any corruption and good performance management, said Zille. She further said the party believes that there should be laws binding coalition agreements. There shouldn't be many votes of no confidence in a single term. There has got to be a reason to have a vote of no confidence, she said. Zille said the law binding the coalition agreements would stabilize it. The DA bids for 12 cabinet positions sparks controversy on Twitter. The leaked list of demands from Helen Zille to Fikile Mbalula has stirred significant controversies and has been ongoing negotiations between the Democratic Alliance DA and the African National Congress ANC. This leak, which surfaced on Twitter, detailed ambitious requests from the DA, including aspirations to secure 12 cabinet positions in a potential coalition government. Among these demands is the insistence of either the positions of deputy president or minister in the presidency roles. On social media, reactions have been swift and polarized. Many Twitter users have criticized the DA's demand as overly aggressive and self-serving. Some argue that such high-stake demands undermine the spirit of cooperation essential for effective coalition governance. Conversely, supporters of the DA stance argue that securing key cabinet roles for the party to effectively implement its policies and provide checks and balances within the coalition. Twitter users @Dismoloto say the only thing saving the ANC, the animosity between DA-MK and EFF. He noted that he would have loved to see 60% of the parties working together to remove the ANC completely from power due to the amount of unserving parties holding seats. This is unfortunately not possible, he said. Another user, @Matokwane6, said he doesn't blame Zille for demanding these positions. Matokwane said the ANC shouldn't act as though they won, but should note that the DA is only trying to neutralize the ANC's power and influence in the government. Remember guys, DA is not only white party, but we have many black people who voted DA. If not, the DA would only achieve less than 15% votes, said Matokwane. Moreover, @Molefe said that asking for so many cabinet positions was a ridiculous demand by a party because they came second in the electoral results since they didn't get the outright majority. They demanded ministerial positions are strategic and run the state machinery. It's simple, go win elections outright, he said. In addition, at Unity in SA said other parties like the DA should be allocated posts according to their number of seats in the National Assembly. Their 21.8% seemed too low to demand DP. Maybe if they received above 30%, then the deputy president role would be debatable. A few days ago, ANC hit back at Zille's leaked letter demanding cabinet positions as outrageous and outlandish. Following the DA's intentions on getting 12 cabinet posts, including that of the Deputy President DP in the Government of National Unity GNU, the ANC says President Cyril Ramaphosa has the final word on the appointment of the cabinet. On Sunday, the DA Federal Chair Helen Zille wrote a letter that IOL had seen to ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, informing him that her party wanted around 12 ministerial positions in the GNU. This also included the DA approving the appointments of the Director General for all departments under his control, in what many on social media said was akin to cadre deployment. That directors general in departments reporting to Democratic Alliance, ministers are selected by panels consisting of Democratic Alliance ministers and submitted to the president for his approval, and that such approval cannot reasonably be withheld. Zille's letter reads, the DA preferred the following portfolios: economic sector investment, employment and infrastructure development, social protection, community and human development, governance, state capacity and institutional development, justice, crime prevention and security, international cooperation, trade and security. The DA said it can only agree to give up the deputy president position if it is replaced with both a minister in the presidency and deputy minister of finance. For the positions, DA wants a DP who is also designated as the leader of government business and participates fully in the policy development and monitoring responsibilities of the presidency, and a deputy minister of finance who participates fully in the development of the budget. But DA's Richard Newton confirmed the authenticity of the letter and told IOL that some of the demands had already been ironed out between the parties. He could not say which demands had been ironed out. Responding to the DA's demands, the ANC called it outlandish and outrageous, stating that no single party can hold the GNU to ransom. This is after the DA's demands were leaked to the media and also on social media. Negotiating through leaking demands to the media is an act of bad faith, and this practice will not help the cause of any party. It is only the president who has the final say on the appointment of his cabinet. The GNU cannot be held to ransom by any single party, the ANC said. While the delays continue to plague the announcements of the cabinet, the party maintained that the people needed the government to be established sooner rather than later. In a statement, the ANC confirmed that Phase 2 of the establishment of the GNU was underway, with the anticipated announcement of cabinet positions by Ramaphosa drawing close. Ramaphosa was inaugurated as president last week at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. The ANC, in power for the past 30 years, resorted to the GNU after losing its more than 50% majority in parliament after managing just 45% of the national vote at the 2024 election. So far, 10 parties including the ANC, DA, IFP, PA, FF+, UDM, Rise Mzansi, Al-Jamal, PSC and GOOD have joined to form part of the GNU. All these parties represent a majority over 70%, which is 287, of the 400 seats in the National Assembly. But with more smaller parties joining the GNU, the possibility of doing a deal without the DA has become the center of much chatter on social media. The ANC said it was committed and open to working with all the parties. And that's it from INJIBS Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.